Join me as I dive deep into the secrets of the Cold War and see if I can uncover the most surprising events that shaped our world. The Cold War, a significant historical period that has had a profound impact on global politics and relationships, shaping the world we live in today. From the rise of superpowers to the fall of empires, this era was marked by tensions, conflicts, and a perpetual state of unease. The central tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union were rooted in ideological differences. The U.S., championing capitalism and democracy, was pitted against the Soviet Union, which propagated communism and socialism. This fundamental discord led to a propaganda war, with each side trying to outdo the other in a battle for global influence. The arms race was another defining feature of the Cold War. Both nations engaged in a relentless pursuit of military superiority, developing and stockpiling nuclear weapons, bombers, and missiles. This escalation of military capability created a sense of mutual distrust, further straining relations between the two superpowers. As the Cold War intensified, the world became increasingly divided, with countries aligning themselves with either the US or the Soviet Union. This bipolarity led to the formation of alliances, such as NATO and the Warsaw Pact, which further solidified the divisions. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961, was a physical manifestation of the Iron Curtain that had descended across Europe. This concrete barrier divided East and West Berlin, symbolizing the deeper ideological divisions between the communist East and capitalist West. The wall became a powerful symbol of the Cold War, a poignant reminder of the restrictive nature of communist regimes. The Cuban Missile Crisis, which brought the world to the brink of nuclear war in 1962, was another pivotal moment in the Cold War. The discovery of Soviet missile sites in Cuba sparked a 13-day standoff between the US and the Soviet Union, with both sides threatening devastating consequences. The crisis was eventually resolved, but not before it exposed the fragile nature of international relations. The space race, although often viewed as a byproduct of the Cold War, was a significant aspect of the era. The Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik in 1957 marked the beginning of a new frontier in space exploration. The US responded with its own space program, and the two nations engaged in a heated competition to reach the moon. This race was not only about achieving a technological milestone, but also about demonstrating ideological superiority. The construction of the Berlin Wall and the subsequent division of Europe had far-reaching consequences. It led to the isolation of East Germany and the restriction of human rights, causing widespread discontent among the population. As the years passed, the wall became an increasingly potent symbol of the injustice and oppression inherent in communist regimes. As the Cold War drew to a close, the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 marked a pivotal moment in world history. The wall's collapse was a powerful symbol of the demise of communism and the beginning of a new era of international relations. It paved the way for German reunification and the eventual disintegration of the Soviet Union. The end of the Cold War signaled a significant shift in global politics as the world transitioned from a bipolar to a unipolar world. The US emerged as the lone superpower, and the Soviet Union's collapse led to a new era of international relations. In summary, the war was a complex and multifaceted era that has had a lasting impact on global politics. From the ideological differences between the US and the Soviet Union to the key events that shaped the era, it's clear that the Cold War's legacy continues to influence international relations today. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts about the Cold War, be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about this fascinating era, be sure to check out our next video on the impact of the Cold War on modern society.